Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate your time and patience. I know it's always a struggle to get going with Zoom, so thank you for joining. Let's get right into it. Sitting in your chair, grab one dumbbell. We're only going to need one dumbbell this whole time. We're going to offset your body. So, the dumbbell to one side, doesn't matter which arm, we're going to end up switching anyway. So you have to think about your core already. Sitting tall, you're sitting kind of close to the edge of your chair. Pull in the stomach, have your arm bent, the weight is on, kind of resting on your shoulder a little bit, but also in your hand, so you have a good strong grip, a little rest on your shoulder with one end of the dumbbell. That's assuming if your dumbbell is as big as mine. If it's a smaller dumbbell, then it probably won't rest on your shoulder. But that's how close you want it to your shoulder. So from here, we're going to stand up. And then you're going to sit all the way back down. So having the weight, and then continue to stand and sit, having the weight on one side is going to offset your body to the weighted side. So your challenge is to keep your body as straight as possible, even though that weighted side is pulling you and kind of, in a way, forcing you to kind of lean and tilt. So you have to fight that tilting towards the weighted side and try to be as vertical and as straight as possible through your torso. So that is the challenge. We're doing a squat. It's called an offset squat, because we are offsetting our body with one dumbbell off to the side. And so continue to work, coming down as far as you can, pushing your hips back, and then standing up. Let's do one more. And then from here, bring the weight over to the other side. Get it nice and secure, good grip, comfortable position with the arm, re-engage your core, squat, stand, squat, stand. Now whatever you do with your other arm is totally up to you. For me personally, I like having it out to the side a little bit, but I mean, wherever you want it in space is fine. But it kind of helps me with balance and knowing where I'm at with my torso, because I can tell if my arm is out and I'm leaning, my hand kind of tends to tilt and lift up a little bit too. So it's almost a way to kind of gauge your body positioning and knowing if you're leaning. But again, it's totally up to you. You can tell, and you should be able to feel if you're leaning to the weighted side. If you notice that, again, try to offset it. Get real tall through your posture, strong through your core. Suck in the stomach, pull in the belly button. Sit down, and all the way up. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Okay, so from right here, let's work on some core. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a side view. Keep that weight close by. We're going to use it again after this exercise. We're going to work on our core. So legs are fully out in front of you. Some of you know what's coming next. Sit as tall as you can. Lean back. Hold it. Just hold. Legs are out. You're leaning back. Don't let your body touch the chair, your upper body, your back. Don't let it touch the chair. The only thing touching your chair is the bum in the seat of your chair. That's it. Legs are straight, out in front of you, leaning back, arms up. If you can't do arms up, have them down in front of the chest. And then just hold. That's all you're doing, just holding. Now, if you start to notice your lower back hurting, sit a little taller, right? Don't go back as far. Don't recline as far. So you got to kind of figure out what your core, what your back can handle, your lower back that is, So you kind of have to play with it, see where you're at, find that spot, that position that you can lean back and hold it, and then of course feel that core engage to keep you in that reclined position. Arms up is a challenge. It really increases the challenge to this exercise when you raise the arms up. If you can't quite go up and straight up towards the ceiling, even out a little bit will challenge you. And if that is too much, then you can even keep it in close with your hands and just do it here. This is totally fine as well. So continue to hold, suck in the stomach, hold it, hold it, hold it. Stay there. Let's do some leg lifts, one at a time. Come up, right back down. Other leg, up, right back down. If you can go with the arms up, go for it. And continue to alternate legs, one at a time, nice and slow. Control. All right, take it easy, go slow. Control your movement. Maintain that reclined position. Keep your core engaged. Easy, easy, easy. As we raise the legs, one at a time. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's go back to that offset squat. We're going to go for 10 on each side. So grab the one dumbbell, get situated in your chair, strong grip on the dumbbell, get it situated on your shoulder or wherever you need it to be situated on that arm. From right here, we're going all the way up, all the way down is 1. And we're going for a total of 10. So that's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex the stomach. 6. Pull those abs in. 7. Feel the weight on the heels as you stand up. 8. And as you sit down. 9. Last one. Come up. Come all the way down. Switch hands. Let's go for another set of 10. So we stand all the way up and down. All the way up and down. That's 2. Again, think about your core for 3. Feel the weight on the heels as you stand up. 4. And as you lower yourself down back into the chair. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All the way down. Put the weight down. And let's go back to that core exercise. Legs out in front. Start to lean backwards. All right, you're sitting kind of close to the edge of your chair. Lean back. Arms up. If you can't do arms up, arms are down in front of the chest. If this is easy and you're holding on with your hands in front of the chest and this is really easy for you, grab a dumbbell and hold on to the weight in front of the chest while you're leaning back. And that'll make it a little bit more challenging. And then if you're pressing overhead, you can also hold on to the weight if you want more of a challenge with your arms above your head. So a lot of options here as you lean back. Keep your legs extended out in front of you. Suck in the stomach and the belly button. Pull it in and tighten it up. Again, if your lower back is bothering you, sit a little taller. All right, don't lean back as much. So kind of figure it out, see where you're at. Now from here, one leg at a time. Let's go for 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Keep those abs nice and tight. 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. Put the weight down, get a quick drink of water, and let's move on to the next 2 moves, which are going to be tough. But that's the point. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. So, we are in a plank. We haven't done these in a while. It's been a very, very long time. Options. I'm going to start from the beginning. Easiest. Well, easy in the way of where it's relative to you, challenging to you, but I'll show you the different options that you have. If you have an arm bar on your chair, you're holding your body nice and straight. Your hands are on the arm bars of your chair. And so the challenge is getting your shoulder right above your wrist. So if you notice you're leaning back and your shoulders are above the ground, you're too far back with your body. You need to move your feet forward and try to get your arms perpendicular to the floor. So this is option 1. Option 2 is going down to the seat of your chair, still on your hands. Right? Your hands are right below the shoulders and your arms are perpendicular to the ground. The next option is elbows down. And again, from here, the elbows are right below the shoulders. And from the elbow to the shoulder, that is perpendicular. Right? So it's half of your arm that needs to be perpendicular. The forearm and the hand are obviously resting on the seat of your chair and they are parallel. So you're getting a good 90-degree angle in your arm. And as always, engage your core. And so no matter what position you have, the goal is to keep your body straight and stiff like a board or a plank, a wooden plank. That's why they call it a plank. So your body is supposed to be straight. From heels to hips to shoulders, it is a straight line. If you had 3 dots on your body, heels, hips, and shoulders are the 3 dots that need to be in a straight line. So we are holding. No movement, no nothing. You are just holding it, staying right there for as long as you can. And we will be here for the duration of our time, another 14 minutes. I'm just kidding. I'm only teasing. But in all seriousness, let's go for 15 seconds. Continue to hold. You're getting some shoulder work too. If you need to take a break, you take a break. You do what you can. Do not judge yourself. Once you take your break, you get right back into the exercise until I am completely finished, which is right now. All right, moving on. Let's work on some balance. So those are tough, obviously. A lot of core, a lot of shoulders. We're going to come back to those. Okay, so let's work on our balance. So from right here, you can use your chair if you need to. We're just going to focus on one leg balance. Okay, from right here, you can use the chair, optional, you don't have to. If you need it, you can hold on to it with one hand. And pick a leg, doesn't matter. Just pick up a foot off the ground, hold it there in whatever position is comfortable for that leg. Now the standing leg, the working leg, the supporting leg, a little bend in your knee, just a little. Feel the weight on the heel, a little bit of the side of the foot, ball of the foot. The arch is lifted a little, and you're just working on your balance. Suck in the stomach, of course. If you want a challenge, raise. And you can see how that threw off my balance a little bit, right? And so if you need to touch the floor to help you regain your balance, that's fine, and then bring it right back up again and continue to hold. So having your arms up above really increases the difficulty of the exercise. Continue to hold it. Stay there. Almost there. About another 10 seconds. Continue to hold. Tighten up the tummy. And nice and easy, come down. Other leg. Find your balance. If you need the chair, use it. Not a big deal. And if you're using the chair with one arm, you can raise the other arm up. Or release the chair and hold. So whatever works for you, bend the knee a little bit, right? The standing leg, the supporting leg, just a little bend in that knee. Feel the weight on the heel of your foot, a little bit of the side and the ball of the foot. Keep the arches lifted a little. And pull in that stomach. Tighten up the core. And let's hold for about another 20 to 25 seconds. Pull the stomach muscles in. Do what you can on the balancing. Keep holding. Almost there, but another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Back to the planks. So obviously I was holding the plank for quite some time on the last one. If it's a little too long for you and it's tough, right? You hold, and this is just an example, you're holding, it gets to be a little too much, you need a break, you step out of it, maybe shake out the arms a little bit, and then you get right back into the move. And just make sure you have a good position, right? Body is straight, hands or the elbows are below the shoulders. So let's get into it. Planking, wherever you're at, whatever you can do, suck in the stomach, get your body nice and straight, and we're going to hold for 1 minute. Tighten up that tummy. Try not to let your hips sag, right? Don't let your hips go down. Lift those hips up. Try to get your body nice and straight. Pull in the belly button. Suck in the stomach. Remember to breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Continue to hold the plank though. Keep your body straight. 10 seconds. Tighten up the tummy. Keep it tight. 3, 2, 1, and come out of it. All right, back to the balancing. If you have a dumbbell, or you should have your dumbbell, go ahead and grab it. We're going to make it a little more challenging now. So if you're holding onto the chair, which is fine, you're going to have the weight in the other hand, the free hand. And if you're using 2 hands to balance, then you're not going to do the dumbbell at all. You don't need to worry about the dumbbell. You just do what you're doing. This is for the people who want a little extra. Okay, so from right here, we're holding or balancing, right? If you're holding onto the chair, great. If not, no big deal. Figure out what you can do. Now, we're going to move the dumbbell. Bicep curl, come down. It's going to throw off your balance a little bit when you start to move it. Bicep curl, come down. We're going to go for 10. Just one arm at a time. 3, suck in the stomach. Use your chair with the free hand if you need to. There's 4, 5, 6. Tight tummy, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, switch legs, switch arms. If you need to, you're going to have to move the chair to the other side or just do a quick little turnaround so that when you bring the weight to the other side, that free hand now is grabbing the chair. And that's if you need it. Okay, so find your balance, figure it out, get your body set up, strong core, tall posture, a little bend in the standing knee, and let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, pull in the stomach. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Put the dumbbell down, have a seat in your chair, and grab your band with the handle. The 2 handles, 1 band. Let's work on some posture muscles, our upper back. So we are going to hold on to the band, and then from there get the middle of that band around the bottom of 1 foot. Or you can do 2 feet. Really, it does not matter. You can do 2 feet, both legs extended, or 1 foot, 1 leg extended, the other leg is bent and off to the side. Doesn't really matter. Personal preference and how you want to get set up. From here, remember, we're grabbing the band, not the handles. Posture's real tall. Engage your core, suck in the stomach. Bring those elbows out to the side, wide, and up. And the reason I say out to the side and up is just in case you have your arm bars, you can clear that space. I don't want you to keep it in tight and then you bang your elbows against the arm bar. So just make sure you lift your elbows out to the side just enough to avoid hitting the chair. And again, sitting as tall as you can and bringing those elbows back. So let's go for 10, and on the 10th one, we're going to hold it. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On this 10th one, we hold. Bring it back. Bring your hands as close into your chest as you can. Bring those elbows as far back as you can and hold. Suck in the stomach, elongate your spine, get really, really tall through your posture. Keep those elbows back. Keep the chest lifted. Squeeze the shoulder blades and hold it for 10 more seconds. So squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring those elbows back, give it a little extra effort, a little extra squeeze in the arms and shoulders, and nice and easy, release. Good job. Moving on. So now let's grab the handles. And from here, you're going to lay the band right on the floor, lift up your toes, and get the band in the middle of both feet on the arches. And hopefully it's pretty even. And do a little check. Give it a little pull. And you should be able to tell one side's a little taller than the other, or there's more length on one side. So hopefully you can get it where it's nice and even for you. And then we stand up. Stand up all the way. Nice and tall. You're holding onto the bands. We're going to work on our biceps. So suck in the stomach, turn your hands so that the palms are facing forward. Thumbs are pointing out to the sides. And from here, curl. Keep your elbows in close to your ribs. And if you can, try to bring your hands all the way up in front of your shoulders. And then from here, do a posture check. Make sure you're tall. All right, you don't want to bend forward as you bring your hands up. So stand as tall as you can. Suck in the stomach. bring those hands right to the shoulders. Good job. Keep it going. Remember, the elbows remain tight to the body. All right, try not to lift your elbows up and forward. Just bring the hands all the way down. Arms are straight. Bring the hands all the way up. Elbows are bent and in close to the ribs. So try not to let your elbows move forward as you bring the hands up. Okay, let's do one more. All the way up, all the way down, and relax for a little moment. We're going to do what's called 721. So these are bicep exercises. We just did the full range of motion from the bottom to the top and back down to the bottom. Right now we're only going to go up halfway, then all the way down. We're going to do 7. So you're going to come up till your forearms are parallel to the floor, and then all the way down. That is 1. Come up halfway, all the way down. 2. Halfway up, all the way down. 3. Halfway up, all the way down. 4. Halfway up, all the way down. That's 5. Halfway up, all the way down. That's 6. Halfway up, all the way down. That's 7. Now we're going to do the top half. So let's go all the way to the top. Hands are right in front of the shoulders. Elbows are in tight to your ribs. Now you're coming down halfway and all the way up. That is 1. We're doing 7. Come down, all the way up. 2. Come down halfway, all the way up. 3. Down halfway, all the way up. 4. Down halfway, all the way up for 5. Down, up for 6. Down, up for 7. All the way down. Now we're doing the full range of motion. 7 more. So now we go from the bottom all the way up, all the way back down. So that's 1. All the way up, all the way down. 2. All the way up, all the way down. 3. Up, down, that's 4. Up, down, that's 5. Up, down, that's 6. Up and down, that is 7. So it's 3 different types of bicep exercises. So that's why they call it 721s, because you're doing 7 variations 3 times, which adds up to a total of 21 repetitions. Moving on, we are going to come up and just hold halfway. Coming up, holding halfway. That's it. So you can see from the side view, just holding halfway, no movement, just stay right there. We're going to hold for 1 minute. So you're going to feel those biceps working, holding that halfway position where your forearms are parallel to the floor. That is a challenge. Posture's tall, core's engaged, and just hold. Hold, hold, hold. Suck in the stomach, stand as tall as you can, hold it there. And that's it. Nothing to it but to do it. And so you're going to feel like a waiter or a waitress carrying a bunch of dishes, glasses, with those big trays that they have. This is what it feels like. Welcome to their world. They do this all the time. Of course, it's only on one arm though, right? Because they have their dominant side they like to use to carry all their dishes, all their trays. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And nice and easy release and sit all the way down. Good job. Good work. Moving on. You should have felt the biceps. We got a lot of extra biceps. Maybe straighten them out a little bit. Move the hands around. Straighten out. Lengthen the arms so you can kind of stretch out the bicep. And now let's work on our triceps. So this one is a little tricky. So what we want to do is one arm is going to be stiff, the other arm is going to be working. So the working arm is going to be bent at a 90 degree. The other holding arm is just kind of in tight and stable. So it's kind of tricky. I'm going to start with my right arm. It's bent at a 90, and it's a little out to the side, not quite directly to my right, but not quite in front of me either. It's kind of at a middle, 45-degree angle. My other arm, the holding arm, is just strong and sturdy. Whatever you want to do with that holding arm, just don't let it move. So the left arm is strong and sturdy. The right arm, extend, come back to that 90-degree angle. Extend away. Come back to the 90-degree angle. Extend. Come back. Extend. You have to have a really strong grip on this one. Strong grip on the hand, on the band. And your hand is gripping really strong, squeezing, making a good fist. Bending at the elbow. Extend. Come in. Extend. And then the other arm is just holding on for dear life, not trying to move. So that arm is working to anchor your move. Bending at the elbow, extend. Bend at the elbow and extend. Keep your posture tall. Engage your core. You should be feeling the back of your arm, hopefully. Shoulders are working too. Let's do one more. And extend, shake out the arms a little bit. So obviously the anchoring arm that wasn't moving was working quite a bit to stabilize and stay still. And then the moving arm, hopefully you felt that in the triceps. So now the moving arm is going to be still. So anchor, the arm that was just moving, that one's going to be stabilizing and holding. Now the other arm that was holding and stabilizing is now going to be working. So from here, bend that 90-degree arm, or get that 90-degree angle in that arm, and then extend away. Come back, and extend. Come back, extend. Come back in, extend out. Come back in, and extend. Come back in, and extend. Sitting tall. Right, engaging your core. Extend, come back in, extend, come back in. Almost there. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. One more, and then we are done. We're going to move both arms at the same time. So, hands are about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Elbows are bent out to the side. Both hands move at the same time. And come back in. 90 degrees in your arms. Extend. Come back in. Extend away from each other. Come back in. Sit as tall as you can. Tighten up the tummy. Extend those arms out. Bring it right back in. Extend away. Sit tall. Have a good posture through your upper body, through your thoracic spine and chest. Pull in the stomach. Extend those arms out, away from each other. Tight tummy. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake out those arms one last time, and we are all done. Bravo. Shake out the hands a little bit. Your grip was working really hard. Shake out the hands. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are all finished. Bravo. Great job.